All right, Cap, here's your overall. Oh, shit. The Eight of Swords. Okay. Now, here's the thing. With this being the overall, I kind of look at this as something that you're dealing with. It's like your situation. It's the challenge, right? The card in the middle for me is what is going on with you. Everything else is just what's surrounding this. So for some of you, it's one of those things where you've been stuck in a difficult situation for a while. Some of you just can't see how you can move forward, like literally keeping yourself stuck here. But you're going to have to deal with this though. You know, we have to take the blindfold off. We have to see a way forward. In the past, the Two of Wands. Okay. So this, for me, when it shows up in the past, always has that kind of feeling of there's another course of action I can take. And that's why the consideration is coming through. Now, for some of you, it could show that you made a choice, though, and took a certain path, and now here you are stuck. But it has a feeling of there's still another path that you can take. You're just not seeing it right now. Okay, in the present, the King of Wands. Now, let me just say, if you are focused on a person, right? Could be male, female, fire sign. You guys know how that goes for me. Don't wait on them to make a choice here. I feel like for a lot of you, and it's funny because you got closure showing up. For a lot of you, this could be that, you know, you're still stuck with, you know, things going on in your own mind surrounding a person right now, and possibly a course of action that they took or that you took with them. But I want to see what's going on here before I judge him. But I feel like that is the external to you, but you are now dealing with this person, you know. And for some of you, I kind of get the feeling that if you're not like stuck as far as like needing to get past a person, I think that this could be one of those things where, you know, I don't know. I kind of feel like, let me just spit it out here. This person that you may be dealing with right now may be talking about making a choice to take action involving you, but you are like, no, I don't even see how that's possible. There are too many things that have been put in place in your own mind that is saying no, you know. But I want to see what's going on here. Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. For some of you, I mean, it's serious. It's like you have somebody coming back through, I think, and they're wanting to work on things, but you're having such a hard time seeing how that's even possible. And this may not be what you want. Like, I get the feeling that for Capricorn, I don't want to work on things. I don't want to try to see if this situation can work, and I don't want to put forth the effort. You've like literally tied my hands because of the course of action that you chose to take. Now you want to come back and take a different course, and here this person is, and it's like, well, I don't know. And that may be why we're looking at unfinished business, you know. And it's funny because for you, I don't feel like it's about something coming back through that you have to face. I think it's about you feeling like, I'm finally rid of this. And for some of you, it's like, I'm finally rid of this person, you know. So it's funny because I don't see the Eight of Swords as a bad thing, but the longer that you continue to deal with this, the more that you're going to feel like you're stagnant. You can't get closure and you can't move forward. Wow, Cap, it's always so deep. Oh my God, your best path to follow is Seven of Swords. Listen, if intentions are not clear, you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. But the thing is I think that you know this about this person, right? So I always hate it when the Seven of Swords shows up here, but there's always a reason why, right? Like if it's not a course of action that you need to take, it's something that we need to consider moving forward, right? Your best path to follow, the Seven of Swords, needing to open your eyes up to deception that may be going on, or somebody who is not being very clear. And then not only that though, but I also feel like it's a warning. And I'm just being honest here, because if this was all hunky-dory and great, we wouldn't be fucking looking at these two right here and talking about finally getting closure, or at least being inspired to finish this. But I don't like that Seven of Swords sitting there. And you, right in the middle, blind. Blind. And this may be something that you don't want to see about this person. But there is a reason why that's showing up. You have to see. You have to see that there's something going on behind the scenes. And I don't think that, and again, it's a general message, but for those of you who are dealing with this and you've got this person coming through and they're like, work with me, I don't think that they even know what they want. They may just get what they need and take off. Now, for some of you, if you are literally trapped with a person here who is like wanting to work on things, or maybe they don't, maybe there's nothing you can do. Maybe you're the one doing all the work here and trying to work things out with them. I get the feeling here that, Cap, you're like, I don't want to say unhealthy attachment, because I'm not looking at the devil here, but this is one of those things where it's not that easy for you to just let go. Man, this is heavy. Oh, it feels heavy, heavy. Now, what I will say though, with the Three of Pentacles coming out, yeah, if both are doing their part, then maybe this can work. But I don't like that Seven of Swords. That bothers the shit out of me. I don't like it. Because if you are in a difficult situation with this person, you may have to take what you can and get the hell out though. And that's the other part of it. And that's what I was trying to get to here, talking about, this whole working on it situation. If you're the one constantly trying to put in the effort, but this person isn't, and you feel trapped and you don't want to be this way anymore, then maybe it is time to just, I'm leaving. But the thing is I feel like it's something that you're not seeing, because there is at least some consideration of wanting to work with this person in future conditions. Whether you do or not is another story. In your environment, strength, trying to find the strength to say no. And I feel like this is one of those things where for you, it's needing to find the strength to take a different path away from this. For others of you, it's the strength to say no to this person. And I say that again because of this. For others of you, you may feel weak around this person. But I'm actually liking the Eight of Swords in this case. Because then that would mean that your own mind is saying, oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. But I think that there is something that you're unwilling to see, though, about this person's actions and their intentions. Your hopes and your fears, the Eight of Wands. I talk about this a lot when this one shows up in this position. A lot of times we feel like we need to take action right now, or everything's going to pass us by. Don't ever do that. Because if it's forced and it's not inspired, then you shouldn't be acting. You understand what I'm saying? Now, with the Eight of Wands being there, though, it could be that you're hoping that things change quickly and that, we're getting everything lined up and getting everything back on track, right? Now, it could also be about communication. But the thing is with the Eight of Swords, you're not moving anywhere. You are not moving anywhere. And I kind of get the feeling of force. Like someone who may be like trying to force you to do what they want you to do. I almost feel like they need you, if that makes sense. It's almost like somebody coming through and saying, I should have done things differently, but the past is the past. Maybe we should do this together, but there's a reason why they're saying that, Oh, God, Cap, your readings. And then coming out the Four of Wands. This is what I'm talking about, right? Like, it is possible with the Three of Pentacles. The Four of Wands, you're talking about getting to a place where you feel like there's accomplishments being made, stability here. And this one is about somebody who is confessing their emotions to another, building a life with somebody here. But it's something worth celebrating, right? And again, this is general. You guys know how I feel about this shit, right? Like, even if it's just one person that needs to hear this. But, okay, let's get into this. Jesus, Cap. The Three of Cups. You can't rule out third-party situations with this fucking card. Especially when you're looking at the Two of Wands, feeling stuck, looking at deception, somebody wanting to come back through, work with me because this is what I want you to do. But are you still a part of a three-party situation, you know? You don't want to be the third party. Is that why you're sitting on your horse going, look, I've got my shit together. I've got stability in my life. You're not getting on my horse, and you need to get the fuck off my foundation. That, I'm telling you, that is what I feel like. Wow, Cap, you don't feel like complacent or laid back anymore. Like, I feel a little bit harsh, but at the same time, though, I'm not going to lie to you, I think that there is a part of you that gets weak around this person. You know, and with the King of Wands, understandable. But that Three of Cups, no. Now, with the Tower, what I felt like here was that this person, I think, has caused enough disruption. And I think for a lot of you, it's going to be this shock of, where the fuck are you coming from? Like, I was not expecting this. You know, and that may be, you know, a problem for you. But the thing is that damn Eight of Swords, I love it and I don't at the same time, because you're pulling in these two places of, I'm stuck with, you know, my inability to say no, because there's the weakness with this person. And then there's those of you who, but this, and this, and this, all these memories, all these thoughts of what happened are like stopping you, like, no. And then you have the Eight of Cups, like, hell no. I'm done investing in this. I'm done doing this. Especially if you decide to work on things with this person and you think you're getting to a place of stability with that Tower and Eight of Cups. No, you're not. No, you're not. And is that because of other people being involved? Maybe. But because of that Eight of Swords, I feel like a lot of you are moving into this place where it's like, you better go on with that. Stop talking to me, because what you're saying doesn't mean shit anymore. Wow. Cap your readings, I swear to God. I would just say to you, because of this being here, if you're in a bad situation right now, it's time for you to get out of it, right? You need to leave. You need to start working on things for yourself. You need to start building your own foundation here, right? Now, for some of you, if this is about something completely different, this may be about, you know, career. And unfortunately, it's not that easy to walk away from something that you're currently working on, right? But you know me, I always think it's deeper than that. So the possibilities are starting to open up once you tap into your inner power, and there's going to be change with this situation, right? This doesn't have to be a possibility for you anymore. This person doesn't have to be, this job doesn't have to be, whatever it is. But I think that it's you very specifically dealing with somebody that, you know, clearly there's an attraction to, right? But for others of you, it is about your inner power with the King of Wands and creating this change. But there is something that you're going to have to move on from. For some of you, it's like a big, huge move and reestablishing your life. But you're going to have to leave some things behind. And that could be projects you were working on, right? But I'm telling you, if you are dealing with a person, they're not going to be able to manipulate you the way that they used to. And then you have actions speak loudly. No shit. Oh my God, express your love through your actions. But you know how I feel about that, right? Like, you have a choice. And your choice can be to stay, or you can choose love for yourself, right? Or a new love. Because this isn't love. That's not love, right? But actions speak loudly, man. You know, and I think that there is a part of you that knows about this person's actions beforehand though too, but it's like you're trying to blind yourself to it. But again, like your thoughts are saying, you know it's there. You can't hide from this. You can't hide from what you know. And I actually see it as a good thing. I don't think I've ever seen the Eight of Swords as a good thing. For you, it's going to be hard. Like I feel for some of you, especially, you know, if this is somebody you have strong feelings for, this is going to be hard. But I'm telling you, that's a warning. But where you come out at, you can either let this person completely destroy your life and you're going to have to move on, or you can put yourself in a place of stability and be like, nope, I'm not giving to you anymore. Wow, Cap, you guys are going to have to let me know about this one. Jeez, this one got me wrapped up big time. I feel good about it. I do. I feel good about where you are going. But don't get swept up in anything right now involving somebody who is not being clear with you, because this does feel like they're trying to manipulate you into doing something because they need you, you know? But you have a choice. You have a choice. You do. And express love for yourself by acting, right? And that action is walking the hell away from this.